Hello everyone, this is Kuncheng. I'm pleasure to introduce you my education analysis from Northeastern University course Analytics 6060. So this is my project mapping. I will do the introduction, data overview, project targets, analysis, and conclusion. For the introduction, this project to do kind of the summary and data insights of the given data provided by the university, and try to find out the possible business question and solve that by using data visualization. Before that, we have to take a look of our data. Here we have 305 numbers of variables and 9 columns can be analyzed, and none of those columns have missing value, which is a good information for us. So our project targets based on the columns types we have. I choose the business questions to improving school student education quality by analyzing the enrollment and course difficulty. So let's get to our analysis part. The first one, this graph tells the total enrollment versus time. The first graph shows that the total enrollment is increasing every year, and the reason why the year 2013 the enrollment number is pretty low because data only contains 1 quarter for this year, but other years we have 4. That's the reason. And then we can find out that the enrollments are various in different semester and they are periodically changing. As we can see, this is one period, and keep going. And we find that summer has the least number of enrollments, but fall has the most number of enrollments, which fits the fact in reality. Students goes back to home or take a vacation in summer and go back to school in fall. This graph shows the course passing rates. I define course passing rates by using the number of students passed the course divided by the number of students enrolled. The reason why I didn't directly use the number of students passed the course because generally if a course enrolled many students, there will be more students pass the course. So just owning the number of students pass the course doesn't mean anything. But the passing rate can directly show the difficulty of the course or the student's ability to pass the course. And we find that the average passing rate is about 87%, which is okay, I think. And we can see this course, the Socratic dialogue, have very low course passing rates, which is lower than 80%. I think this course may be very difficult for a student to pass that. Okay, this graph shows the relationship between the passing rates and the time. The first graph is the passing rates versus year. As we can see, there's no obvious differences between each years, but we can see that the year 2016 has the lowest passing rate, and the year 2015 has the highest passing rate. Also, we can take a look at the relationship between the passing rate versus different quarters, and there's no obvious patterns of them. Based on the fact that year 2016 has the highest total enrollment but the lowest passing rate, it may indicate 3 possible reasons. The first one is the student quality decreased, and the second one is the education quality decreased, and the third one is the passing rules supervision becomes more strict. Okay, let's take a look at the grade versus enrollment now. The first line is the passing grade versus enrollment, and the second line is the passing rate versus enrollment. For the first line, the slope of the trend line is 0.87, which is directly equal to the average passing rates we calculated before. It means that the passing grade is positively proportional to the number of total enrollments. For the second line, the slope of the trend line is very close to 0. It means that the passing rate does not really depend on the number of total enrollments. So in conclusion, the total enrollment is increasing every year, and school has the least number of enrollment in summer, but the most number in enrollment in fall. And the 87% of students can pass their course in general, and schools should pay attention to the course having perfect passing rates, which is course are pre-Socratic philosophy and the history of the world, and the course having too low passing rate, the Socratic data, which is interesting. The hardest course and the easiest course both about Socratic. And the final one, that year 2018 has the highest total enrollment but the lowest passing rate. It can be inferred that student quality decreased or education quality decreased, or the passing rules supervision become more strict. this reference. And thank you for listening.